Guys, anyone know that other language? Basic or no, sir? Okay, okay, there is, sir. Which language? Java or Python or PHP? Mention that language also, so I can understand that you know that language. Okay, PHP, Python. Okay. Other one? Any of the like the Java, core Java, or any other like Python basic? Okay. I know Python, Java basics. Okay. PHP basic. Visual PHP. Yeah. Python, Java basic. Yeah, no sir. No sir. Okay. No sir. हेलो श्रुति मैम,
यस सर।
ये जो नाम दिए हैं सब लोग थोड़ा नोटेड कर दी, नोट डाउन कर दीजिए।
हाँ सर।
या जावा और जो भी बेसिक का है उनका नोट डाउन कर दीजिए एक बार।
ओके सर।
Anyone know other like any other language? So you can let in the chat box so I can know that, because our CD provide like a opportunity to like any of the opportunity like in Python or Java. So that's why I'm asking you like if any of that you know that language so better. Okay, so so in that Saturday we have to we are discussing like variable. So I'm again describe you once upon a time, because there is a many confusion in that variable or let or like constant keyword. You may be confused. That's why I'm again describe that one. So let's see. After that we have to discuss data type. Okay. I hope you guys like see my screen like in the chat box if you see my screen. Okay, so in that we have like variable is like declaration. It allow declaring, rendering, and initialization. Okay, it is a function scope variable. It allows shadowing. It allow first all are it allow. Okay, so let's see that one. I have given that example with example. Okay, I will start it like in with the live server at first. Then I will write in that welcome.ts. Okay, so in that I have to right click, uh, open with live server. Okay, so in that I have declared something. So this one the function scope variable. In that you are defining any of the block in that like block scope variable. It variable allow to access from the any of the block. Okay, let's see. I will show you in that. So like variable. One of the option we have like how can you do that strict in that like JavaScript. If you doing any client requirement or any teamwork, always you are using like use strict strict strict. Okay, so in that if I define like a sorry, it's like a equal to 5, want to print that, wait, it's document dot write document dot write. In that we have a. Okay, so when I open that one, let's see is error or not. It's not showing, I think. So we have to see. Wait, let's see. Just right click on that. Okay, so in that it's open. In that console we have getting something error in that. Let's see. It's get reference a is not defining. It shows showing the error. It's like a is not defining. Have you observed that one? I think. Okay, so if I remove that one, use ticked, I zoom that one as fast. Okay, when I like remove that part, it will be work. Let's see it work or not. Not getting any error in that, and print that 5. If you observe that one, it's print 5 because uh, JavaScript is not a strongly typed language. That's why it allowing like without defining the variable or declaring the variable. Okay, so you can use that. If you like use tick in that, so it getting error. Okay, so in that I have allowing var. Okay, let's see it's working or not. It's working now. I already defined that use tick, but it's working. Okay, so next I have to it's a, and a is that. Okay, this one is the, you know, that this is the declaration and this is the rendering or assign. Okay, and we have another block. The block scope is there. In that I have to defining a b variable. In that I have to assigning some value in that. Okay, it's 10. I have to assign 10. Okay guys, so in that I have to access both a and b. In that in between the, like in the function. Okay, in the function scope. Okay, this is a block scope. In the outside of the block scope, it allow. Okay, let's see it's allow or not. I want to print that one. It's a in asterisk b. Okay, so it's working now. Okay, there is no error in that. Have you observed? Okay, it's like 50. So this one is the declaration. This one is the assigning or rendering. This one is the like another like block scope variable. It is a functional scope variable. That's why it allowing all you can defining in that function. If you like the like access the value from outside of the function, it not allow to access the value. Okay, always you have to remember that one in the function scope variable means in that in between that in the function you always access the value. Okay, okay, next one we have shadowing and hoisting. Okay, shadowing means, you know that shadowing means you have to initialize again. Okay, if I initialize again in that, it's b equal it's 20 or any of the values 50. It's working now. Okay, it's a variable, that's why it's working. I have to show that one. Next one is like hoisting. Okay, shadowing, you understand that one, how it work. It means like reinitializing again or declaring again in that. Okay, so next one we have hoisting. Okay, in hoisting we have like at first I want to like declare something. Okay, declare, or I think it's okay. Let's see it's working or not. Right, A. In that we have assigning a value is A equal to 5. Okay, let's see it's working or not. It's undefined. Why it's undefining? You are like using EU stick, that's why it's undefining. Let's see it's working or not. It's showing undefined, I think. Okay, so I think it's like always you have to like defining at first, like assigning value in that. After you have to declare. Okay, I think it's like variable. Okay. It's working now. Okay, but when I using like let keyword, let's see it's working or not. And getting some error in that we have like cannot access A before initialization. Okay, so let not allow hoisting. Okay, and we have okay, let's see. So in that I have, if I defining like let in that, delete let, and I have written let in that. Okay, so let, it's not allowing to multiply A into B because it's a block scope variable, not a functional scope variable. That's why it's not allowing to print that value. Okay, let's see. It's like uncase B is not defining. Okay, so if I like written in that, in the block variable, it's allowing. You observe that one. Okay, so these are the, what is that? This is the shadowing option. Okay, sorry, not shadowing. It's like a hoisting. So already we have done that one. It's the block scope variable. Okay, let always use the block scope variable. Okay, next we have to discuss let shadowing option B. I want to reinitialize again. It's like 15. So let's see it's working or not. Identifier B has already been declared. Okay, B has been already declared. It told that B is already defined, but in variable it allowing. Okay, have you observed that one? Okay, so have you like observed it allowing declaration, rendering, initialization? It allow it all the block scope variable, not allow shadowing, not allow hoisting. Okay, have you observed that one also? So in that we have like constant. Okay, in the constant it not allow, have you maybe observed in that it's not declaring, not entering, only initialization allowing a block scope variable. Okay, so I want to print only B or a constant. Okay, in that I have to return like constant. Okay, in that we have B equal to, so let's see it's working or not. It's told that missing initialization in the constant variable. Okay, so always you have to initialize in that one. So in that I have to return in that like A equal to 5. Okay, so let's see it's working fine. Okay, and this one is the like it's allowing only initialization. It define that this coding part define you like it only allow initialization. Okay, not allow declaration, not allow rendering or assigning. Okay, next we have okay, block scope variable. it's a block scope variable. Constant is a block scope variable. How it's block scope variable? Let's see. I am defining outside the block, but it's not allowed to print that one. So in that we have, I open that in the inspect. So in that, have you observed that one? It's like B is not defining. Have you observed? Because it's a like this one is the block scope variable. Is the this is the like on the block scope variable. Always it allow block scope variable. If I like remove that one, it it allowed to print A, but it not allowed because I written in that B. That's why it's not allowed. Let's see, it's allowing or not. It's allowing to print because it I think that this one is the block scope variable. Okay, it imagine that. Okay, so in that, if you are defining inside a function, if you defining another block, it not if you written in that block, inside the block you want to return something or return a value and access from outside of the block, it not allowed to like access the value. Okay, it is like block scope variable. Have you observed that one? I think. Okay, so next we have initialization, or sorry, in that like shadowing option. Okay, uh, constant, in that I have to like reinitialize again. I want like 15. Okay, it's not allowing. B is already been defined. Have you observed that one? B is already been declared. Okay, it's not allowing like shadowing option. Okay, and next one is hoisting. You know that hoisting, I have to, so that one also is like a equal to 5. I remove that use strict because it's not allowing like only initialization, sorry, assigning the value. That's why I remove that one. So it's document dot write. In that we have print that a. Okay, so guys, in that we have declared the value at last. Okay, so in that I have to like constant. Okay, in that declare the a. So let's see, it's not working. It's saying some error, missing initialization constant declaration. So it's not allow declaring and initialization. It's only allow, sorry, it's not allow a declaration and assigning or rendering. It's only allow that that is initialization. If I initialize in that one constant, it will be allowed to print that. Have you observed that one? Okay, these are the three variables. Okay, always you are we are using in that like JavaScript as variable, let and constant. According to your requirement you can use that one. Okay, so guys, next we have global variable. So what is global variable, we have to discuss. Okay, before that I want to ask you like any doubt in that, you can ask me in chat box. Okay, if not any doubt, I will go forward. Okay, okay, so I hope you guys not have any doubt. Okay, thank you Anand, sorry, Chena Kesav. And we have to discuss like what is global variable. If a variable is declared outside the function within the script or in the module, it is known as global variable. So what is global variable? If a variable is declared outside the function, means inside the function whatever you define, always you have to access in between that function. But global variable means you can use that variable inside the like function or any other inside other function. You can use that on anywhere you want. Okay, so let's see, inside the module. Okay, module means like welcome dot, that's it, the module or script is that. Okay, the script, in that we have to define, but before that function. Okay, so guys, I have to defining variable a or constant. I don't want to change that one again. Okay, it's a equal to 5 6. Okay, if I want to access in that, I want to access that one as like right, it's a. Have you observed? Let's see it's working or not. It's not working. Yeah, working. Okay, have you observed at 6 are showing 6? Okay, guys, it's a global variable. So I want to again I want to call that in the outside the function. You can allow to print that one in that. If I print right in that, I have to a plus is like 5. Okay, so let's see. It's double one. Okay, when I want to wait break using that break, it shows better. Okay, have you observed 5 plus 6 11? It's like a global variable. So as the main question always in the interview asked that is we can use global variable inside the function and make it as a global. Have you understand the question? What is the question is that uh, I want to defining that variable inside the function but make it as global. So how can you do that? I want to defining that variable inside that function, but I need that variable will be global. So always we are using in that JavaScript Windows. Windows is the object. It will be allowed to like global variable. Okay. Have you observed it's print now? When I remove that one, it's Windows. It's not allowing print that one. If you observe, it's showing some error in that. Wait, and it's only like defining 6. Okay, not allowing like print that 11 because it's defining the outside of that function. That's why it's not allowing. If we want to make it global in the declare in that function, so we can do that by using Windows object. Okay, so in that I have to define in window dot whatever variable you want to define. Okay, it's print now perfectly. Okay, these were the main question important question, interview question always interview ask in that interview. Okay, so next we are discussing that naming of the variable. So always we are using like I have to you have to see that always in that yesterday or in Saturday section 2 of 2 I have to already use a b c d something or letter. So always you think that how can you retain that variable in the number or any like special character or using any letter with like a numerical value. We can do that. We can do that or not. Okay, maybe you have to think that one, but I have to we have to discuss like what are the naming, how can you naming that variable in that. So at first I open that paint. Okay, so at first I see that what are the doubt in that. There is no doubt. Okay, so let's see that one. So in that we are discussing what are the naming variable. Okay, how can you name the variable naming. Okay, guys. So variable name start with an alphabet and underscore. It cannot start with a number or any special character. Okay, always start with alphabet. Alpha. I'm written that alpha. Have you you man like it's alphabet. Okay, it's alpha. The alphabet and underscore. Underscore. You know that what is underscore? Okay, this one is underscore. So always the variable name start with the alphabet underscore, not in number, not start with start with number and special character. You already aware of like what is special character in that, okay? You don't need to like defining again like what is special character, okay? I hope you already know that is special character, okay? So variable naming is always allowed to always start with the alphabet and underscore, not start with the number and special character. I will give you some example in that. Its example of that is like um, any of the name is like uh, developer. Developer. It's a variable. Okay. I want like developer. Developer. Okay. It's allowing to. It's a naming variable. It's a valid. Okay. I've written that valid. Valid. Okay. In that we have valid also. Okay. So if I written in something like 1 to underscore is like developer DEVLO developer. Okay, it's not valid. Not valid. Okay. Another option like any one of that like uh, this one is the valid. I have to show that like 1 to developer. It's a valid one. Okay. So this number like special character start with a special character like at the dot or hash. It's developer. It's not valid. Not valid. Okay. Have you observed that one? I think. Wait, guys. Sorry for that disturbance, guys. So next one we have like hertz and one to start with the 1 2. It's a number and it's a alpha like a special character. It's like a wait. Okay, special character. Okay, or remember one things in that like always in the when you are naming a variable, always use camel case. Maybe you know that like what is Campbell's case? Is Campbell case. CAM case. Okay, guys. So it's a Campbell case. Always in the naming we are using. It's better like a many using like a Campbell case. Okay? Campbell case means camel case. It's not a Campbell. It's camel case. Sorry. It's camel case. Camel case means I'll show you example of that like TXT name. It's a camel case. Okay. And name valid. Okay. It's a camel case. Camel case. Okay. So other important things is variable cannot contain any period on that. Period means like you know that this one is a period. Okay, in the programming always this one the okay this one is a period. Not only one is a period. Okay, guys, not all that. Okay, so variable name cannot contain period and it cannot be more than 255 character. Always you have to defining 250 in that in between that 250 character. Always you have to defining the character. Okay, these are the like variable naming. Okay, guys. So I hope you do that. I have to show you in that also. Like let's see if I am defining in that. It's like developer dev. Okay, it's like tail. Or I want to print something in that. Okay, it's like name of that John. Okay. John is the developer name. I want to print the name of that. It's document dot write. In that I want to print that one. Okay. It's there. Let's see if it's working or not. It's working fine. Okay. So when I'm using like without underscore, it's allowing also. But it's not allowing. What happened? Yeah, remove that one. It's working fine. Okay. When I'm using like 1 to any number in that, at first it's showing error in the previously. Let's see. It's expected. Okay. But in that, what is the error in that? Let's see. In the console, we have invalid on expected token. Okay. Have you observed that one, guys? It's invalid. Okay. When I'm using like any hearts in that, like in special character in that, I want to give in that also. It's so it's error always. It's saying something what is invalid also. Okay. Have you observed that one? So if I define like underscore 54, I have access the value by its underscore 54. It's working fine. Have you observed? Zone. Okay, guys. So these are the variable naming. So we are finished that variable. Next, we have to uh, go to data type. Okay. So data type. In that, we have to study next data type. Okay, guys. So start the data type. Before that, I have to show you overview of that. Okay. So in that data type, where how can you go like study that one in that basic to like excellent position that. Okay. So you know that like always basic matter in that study or any like home building is like a pillar is like pillar and always need more stronger. That's why I have to describe again or again. You have to understand these things. Okay, focus on these things. So in that we have data type. Okay, in that we have data type. At first I uh, underscore that. Okay, in that I have written something in that. I divide into two types. Data type divided into two types. What is data? I will told you that one also. Don't worry about that. Before that, observe what is data like how many data types are there. Like data type is divided into primitive data type, primitive types, and next one we have non-primitive data type, non-primitive types. Okay. This one, and again I have to copy. Okay, these are the two type data types then. So in the primitive, again divide into mode type. Okay, and that one also divide into something in that. I have to told that color. Wait. In that we have first one is like number. Second one we have string. Third one we have boolean. Okay. As fourth one we have null. Type one we have undefined. Okay, these are the primitive data type are there. So next one we have to discuss what is the non-primitive data type are there. So first one is array. Second one is like object, and third one we have regular expression. You maybe heard like about like regular expression in the like HTML. I have to already describe that whole part. How can you do that regular expression like pattern in that? Okay, is that HTML is pattern and is the like JavaScript it's regular expression. Okay, so in that data type, what is data type? Data type like a defining a variable or according to your value assign, whatever value you assign in that, like you have to assigning a variable in that. A is a variable in that, you have to assigning something like 5 6 7 7 8 in that. So these are the number. Okay, if you are defining something like string in that. Okay, you know that already string defining in that double quotation in that. So whatever you retain in the double quotation, it will be taking as a string. Okay, these are the string type. Okay guys, so data type means data type for a variable is determined according to what value you assign in that. Okay, so like in that I have to return that one. A variable, it's like x5. It's a number. It's a number. Number. Okay, this data type is number. And when I like return that one, in that I in between that like double quotation, it will be taking as a string. string. Okay, string. It will be taking as a string because you know already I have to show you what is strict type. JavaScript is not a strongly typed language. Okay, so it change according to the value. So whatever you value written in that, it change according to that. That's why it's not a strongly typed language. It's not like always allow that any of the you written in that form, like in string form or any number form, whatever you written in that. Okay, so let's see it's printed or not in that. If I write that one like variable in that, I have to defining x is like 5 and variable x 10 document dot write like sorry, I have to defining that one a by, that's why it's different. Okay, so x next one we have y. Okay, it's y. So in between that I have to like using that br tag, it's better to like print a new line. Okay, so br. Okay, you have to always written in that double quotation. Okay guys, so let's see, it's working fine. 5 and 10, have you observed that one? If you go to the like in the prompt or in the like a browser, it will be so 5 and 10. like you think that it's a number, but when I print that what data type it's printing by using type of, it's showing that what data type is it. Okay, let's see. I have print that one console dot log. In that I have to print type of x. Type of x is defined. You know that like type of we used to know that which type of which data type are you defining in that. So type of, in that we have y. Okay guys, so let's see. In that console it's number, but okay, because it's number I have to written in that. So let's see. You observe that one, it's printing 5 and 10, but in the console it's shows like number and string. Have you observed that one? So if you written in the name also like John Prakash or any like Venkatesh. Okay, Venkat, I have to written Venkat. Okay. It's printing, it's string. So have you observed that one? What is like string and number? Okay. So in that, next we have to discuss primitive data type. Okay. At first, we are understand that what is that data type and JavaScript. How can you treat like data type? Okay. JavaScript not is like a strongly typed language. It allowing like print something whatever you written in that. Okay. Have you observed that one? So primitive data type. What is primitive data type? Primitive data type is like immutable type. Immutable. What is the immutable? Immutable. IMMUTABLE. Okay. Immutable. Primitive type is a immutable types. It means the value and structure change according to your state and situation. Okay, so whatever you value written in that, it change according to your situation and state. Okay, in the state and situation it will be changed automatically. So that's why it is called as primitive data type, or it is like immutable data type. Okay, okay guys, so in that we are already discussing that it's like number, string, boolean, and null and undefined. Okay, so first thing is we have to discuss number. So in that number we have always, you know, that number will be defined in the numerical value. Okay, number is defining always in numerical value. It's 5 or like 5, 10, 1000, 100, whatever you written in that like in, assigning that in that variable. Okay, these are the defining always in numerical form. Okay, so again the number is divided into Boolean types. It's the signed integer, unsigned integer, floating value, double value, decimal value, exponent, like a octal or hexadecimal, binary, many more are there. Okay, so let's see what is unsigned, like unsigned, and we have to discuss that one. So in that I have to return in that. This variable x is like -5. Okay, this one is signed variable. Okay, signed data type, numerical data type, signed numerical data type, number or numeric data type. Okay, and I define like variable x equal to 10 or 5, something in that. It's a unsigned data type. Okay, To understand that one, okay, I have not written that one. I have to I will fill that, okay. If you understand, like sign always in numerical data type, it's like same in that. So variable x 10.25, okay. What is that? This is the floating value. This is a floating value. Floating value, how can you like uh, think like defining that it is a floating variable, double value, like a double value or decimal value. In the floating, we have two decimal places. Two decimal place. If you observe that one, it's 2.525. Okay. So in the double, we have to give the like other name that's it's printing something. Okay. Y, or it's like A. Okay. E. I want to defining a double. Double will be three decimal places. It's 258, something in that. Okay. It's a double. DOUBL, double value. Double data type, numerical data type. Okay. So next we have decimal. It's 40 point something 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 that. Decimal will be defined in that how many like decimal places. I will show you that one. It's like decimal. Okay, it will be so like you have to return up to 29 places. 29 place. PLACE. Okay, plus. It's like double. It's a decimal. Okay, and exponent is exponent variable to E3, E5 or E4, whatever you will return that. This one is like exponent. Exponent means like 2 into 10 to the power 4. It's defined like 4 means is 2 into 10 to the power 4. Okay, guys, it's exponent. Expo, any exponent, numerical data type. Okay, and we have other is there like hexadecimal, octal, binary. Okay, we have that, but I want to show this one. Always you have to remember what is the data type we have in the JavaScript: signed numerical data type, unsigned, floating, double, decimal, exponent, hexadecimal, and octal, binary. I hope you know that how can you convert the binary to hexadecimal, binary to octal, octal into binary. You know that already. Okay, so already you know that like what is numeric like binary data type, octal data type, and hexadecimal data type. Because in the basic in that you have to already study that one. I hope, and I have to print that one. Let's see. Let's document. In that I have to print something in that. Okay. This is I want to retain the black stick. It's better. It's backtick. Okay. It's a backtick. It will be present in that like before of that one. Have you in that see in that keyboard you have backtick. Okay, before of that one. So in that I have to show you in that. Let's see what is that I have shown in that string. Don't worry about that. Okay, I will return that because it will be easy for print all that. That's why I'm returning that. So it print or not. Let's see. Wait. It's print or not printing. Okay, I think it's string, using string. Okay, let's see what is the error. Document is not a function. Okay, document dot write. Okay, document dot write. It's printing now. Yeah, it's printing. Okay, in that I have to, so it's like br in that I have to written like I copy that one. It's better. Like I have to print that x, and at next second is like y, and second we have a, and second we have b, and second we have double b is there. Okay, I have to convert d. Okay, in that we have c, a, b, and c, and it's like d, right? Okay, so let's see it's working or not. It's working. Okay, have you observed that one? I will show you in that. Wait, I have to remove. Okay, it's showing better. I have to. Okay, have you observed that one? It's 5. It's a sign integer. It's an unsigned integer. It is a that's like a floating value. It's a double value. It's a decimal places. It's a exponent. It's 2e4. 2 into 10 to the power 4. It's 20,000. Okay, guys. So by using like any like in that we can paint that. I have to show you. Already you know that how can you paint that value in the document, right? You know that. I don't want need to like describe in that. So backtick, we are storing in that string part. Okay, I hope you understand all these like numeric value. Okay, so in the tomorrow session we have to discuss more about number, like some same safe integer is there. Okay, minimum safe integer, maximum safe integer, max value, min value, and how can you like and we are defining a number, and we are like experiment that it is a number or not by using like isNames. You know that already, maybe in that some are no basic in that, so maybe I hope you know that it's the isName. And we have is integer, and we have pass float. It's the, how can you convert like a float to like a string to float, or any of like integer to float. We have to see in tomorrow's session. Okay, I hope you understand all these things, like what is primitive data type and non-primitive data type, and in that we have to discuss number, string, like string, boolean, like null, undefining, and next one we have primitive data type. Primitive data we have to discuss array and function. In that next one is like regular expression. Okay, so I think it taking this week to complete that one. I hope it will be completed soon as possible. I try to complete that before today, Friday. I try to do that, but I hope this will be completed in this week. Okay, because it's a lengthy process. We are studying in that deeply. That's why it's taking more time. Okay, so because it's a basic, you already know, because in the JavaScript or React.js, Angular, Node.js, whatever you written any code, it will be using like JavaScript. That's why we studying in the deeply. Okay, guys. So if you have any doubt in your mind, you can ask me in the chat box, as well as you know that always unmute yourself and ask me the doubt. But I know that you don't ask me in that unmute yourself. You ask me in that by unmute yourself, and I know that you ask me any doubt in the chat box. So you can do that by using the chat box. Guys, quick. Any doubt in that?